guys are more, they're gonna try to impress their brothers. They're gonna want to be able to say, hey, I got laid,
Wednesday, 7 o'clock.
So I think having a whole bunch of people of the same sex together brings up competition and wanting to impress, your own members of your own sex.
Academic and fine arts.
Talk about what they can do to reduce sexual violence and create a more peaceable campus. And that's going to occur from these students. It's not going to come from teachers, from the police, or from administrators. Students influence students more than anyone else. Stand up if you ever had Playboy, Penthouse, Hustler, or any other form of pornography available to you.
What if you're a subscriber?
Please stand up if you know a survivor of rape or child abuse. Nothing funny about this one. Take a look around. We got at least half the guys in the room. Thank you, guys. You can sit back down. I want to point out that it's a huge issue in our culture, okay? 1 out of 3 women in our culture and around the world will be raped, beaten, or abused in their lives. 1 out of 3. Just go to one you might feel comfortable talking about. No one's going to be forced to do the exercise. Okay, unknown quantity. How about this one here? Go ahead and read the sign.
All right. I feel someone is giving me a sexual come on when basically it's just kind of like in a situation where if like they sit there and like your personal space keeps getting closer and closer and like when you're touching and stuff, then it's like it's pretty obvious.
So is it pretty much nonverbal with you, or is it verbal?
Well, it's kind of both. Like, I don't know.
Okay. Our perceptions, and I used to feel this way too, is wow, she's interested in me, maybe she wants to sleep with me. But the reality is for a lot of women, they just want to get to know you and find out who you are. Because women really want to develop relationships more where guys maybe want what a little bit more? Let's be real.
Action.
Sex. Now, do you think that's stereotypical or do you think that's true?
True.
Okay. And you know what? A lot of women that drink or use a lot of drugs and party a lot, and they're using alcohol or drugs as a tool to numb feelings so they don't experience all this stuff. But it's going to come up. And it may come up later in life with your wife or your fiance or your niece or your sister or your daughter, okay? We know that very few victims and survivors of rape lie about it, okay? It's about 1 or 2%. So that whole myth really needs to be thrown out the window about, well, most women that claim they were raped aren't being truthful. Well, guess what? Women have nothing to gain from it.
I think the problem is that a lot of guys don't even know that it's inside themselves until after it's happened. And maybe they're just as shocked as appalled later as everyone else around them, but they're the fool and they're the ones who did it. And so, like, that's why it's really important to get educated so you know that, it might be inside of you, even though you hope to God it's not.